Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakradash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawadah from the Men of Valor camp here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing to be edified. The main thing that was on the news today was this whole the Israelis announcing this whole ceasefire. You had even Biden over here speaking on it. All right, but this is all smoke and mirrors. All right, we know what prophecy says. We know what the scriptures say. And, hey, this is just another step in prophecy. All right, this is a false sense of hope for you people, though. Right, we're going to get right into it. This is Israel-Hezbollah.com. Israeli cabinet has approved a ceasefire in Lebanon. After months of heavy fighting, which it has included airstrikes and an IDF ground invasion of Lebanon, it finally looks official. Israel's Channel 12 and others are reporting Tuesday evening local time that the Israeli cabinet has approved a ceasefire in Lebanon. As you know, they've been fighting Hezbollah in Lebanon, right? That's on the north front. Now, something important to know is, and I've done a video on it before, Israel is fighting a multi-front war. So just because there was a ceasefire with Lebanon doesn't mean that this is some victory. All right, they're still at war with Hamas. All right, they're still bombing Syria. The big one, Iran. You know, we know according to the scriptures that the least of the flock shall draw them out. So this ceasefire isn't going to last long, and it's definitely not going to last forever. All right. But continuing on, it says, in announcing the ceasefire, Netanyahu called on both Iran and Syria's Assad. He stressed that Israel is determined to prevent Iran from having nuclear arms and that Assad is playing with fire in his coordination with the Islamic Republic and Hezbollah. The prime minister also stressed that Hezbollah will be attacked if its fighters break the deal. Now, interesting to put, and it's in this video right here, while they were talking about conjuring up this damn so-called ceasefire, they were pretty much still dropping bombs on Lebanon and on Beirut. All right, so how are you gonna call a ceasefire and basically say we're gonna get you if you retaliate, but we're gonna get the last lick and then we're gonna call a ceasefire, and if you break that, then we're gonna fuck you up again. All right, there's no logic in that, you know. So that's how we know this ceasefire isn't gonna last long. It says Hezbollah will be attacked if his fighters break the deal. Netanyahu added that the ceasefire deal means Israel will now focus on the Iranian threat. See? And Hezbollah is like a proxy army for Iran anyway. You know, they're backed by Iran. So they're going to focus. So it's not that they're going to stop fighting. All right, they're just going to focus on Iran. They're focused on the bigger picture. It says he pledged that all Israeli citizens in the north will be able to return to their homes. We were able to achieve many of our goals during this war. He said the ceasefire is expected to take effect Wednesday, Jerusalem Post writes. President Biden and Macron, which is the French president, will announce the deal during the night with the alleged agreement set to take effect at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And so that's what we're on the lookout for, which we know they're hours ahead, but we're going to see what unfolds because they could very well not stop fighting. It says some Lebanese continue to have doubts that it will actually take effect or hold. See? And we have right here, it says Israel is carpet bombing Lebanon while talks are supposed to be nearing a ceasefire. How many times did we see this pattern in Gaza, where Israel does everything possible to continue the war while pretending they're negotiating a ceasefire? See? Does that look like peace to you? You know? Says an Al Jazeera correspondent in Lebanon observes people in Lebanon were waiting for this speech, despite the fact that Netanyahu was talking about the Israelis ceasing the ceasefire anytime they want. It says they want. People will be cherry picking the positives here, according to Moore. It says the Israeli prime minister talked about the paradigm shift in security for Israel. He mentioned every adversary in the Arab world you can think of, and he made it clear the ceasefire was done on their terms and according to their timing. There is some truth to that. However, there are two conflicts being fought in Lebanon. There is the massive air campaign, and Israel has wreaked devastating havoc across the country. But there's also the ground incursion near the border in the south. President Biden is expected to take credit for putting together the proposal, which has been agreed upon. It says right here in this tweet, timing of this is mostly product of U.S. pressure. 60 days will be January 25th, 5 days into Trump's administration, and Israel could reevaluate. For Lebanon, actually, let's see. We'll pull it up real quick. For Lebanon, a country with dysfunctional government, no president, the decision was never Beirut's when war would start or end. For Hezbollah, it survived its second major war with Israel, but does not have same clout. It's more valuable, it's more vulnerable internally than 2006. For millions of Lebanese displaced, hard work starts now. Some towns completely wiped out. So, of course, this is war, man. So continuing on, since the targets were in the areas of Al Hadath, Harit Harik, and Burj al Barajnah, you got to forgive me for that. It says, which are known Hezbollah strongholds. Residents were reportedly urged to evacuate. Is being described the highest number of buildings issued evacuation warnings by the IDF in a single day. I'm not sure how to say that. It says, which has been frequent target for strikes since the bombing raids began, saw huge plumes of smoke hovering above buildings in the aftermath. The area is home to some 1 million people. Also on Tuesday, the IDF has begun publishing evacuation orders to central Beirut, significantly outside any area considered a Hezbollah stronghold. Salaki. It says, in recent days, actually, scroll up, son. Where we at? So it's just going into, where they were attacking, in this ceasefire. You can pull this article up. But the basis of the lesson was, hey, they're people are trying to say, oh, it's, peace. This is, peace in the Middle East. All right, there's no peace, man. All right, let's see. We'll jump around real quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 25. It says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. And the scriptures say there's no peace to the wicked. There's no rest for the wicked, man. And Israel, them Israelis, which are small hats, man, all right, which are Amalekites, according to the Bible. They're not the true people of the Lord. All right, the Lord said he will war with Amalek from generation to generation. All right. So just because they might have did a ceasefire on this front, they're still at war on other major fronts, the biggest one being Iran, and they're going to draw these nations into World War III. All right, you already got the shit popping off with Russia and Ukraine and NATO. You have that escalating. So now you're going to have this escalation concerning Iran and Israel, right? So now they pulling out the big guns, man. So we'll have to see what comes forth of this, but let's grab that, because this is where World War III ultimately is going to be fought. They're going to be brought to the so-called Middle East, and Israel is going to take part in drawing them out. We'll grab this, Jeremiah chapter 49, and right to the point, verse 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom, which is a so-called white man, right? And his purposes that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So the least of the flock, which is those Israelis, right? Being that, and further proof of that is them. Here it is. They're small among the heathen. They're completely surrounded, and they're at war with all of them. You have Muslim nations that didn't fuck with each other that are banding together to go against Israel. So the point is, hey, they're trying to seek peace. There's not going to be any peace. All right, and the scriptures also say in Thessalonians that when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So to you people thinking this some victory, all right, hey, first of all, they don't take effect till like 10 a.m. tomorrow, all right, their time. They could easily continue to fucking fight, man, and there will be no peace. All right, but we know overall concerning prophecy, all right, they're going to continue to fight. All right, World War III will be fought in, hey, it's going to go down mainly in that land. Also there's other fronts, but that's the main. The Lord's going to gather them to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which is in that region. So just want to bring this information out, real brief with it. Lord willing is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.